you want that we speak all English or?
Oh, it depends on you. The one that is easy for you, but I will speak on English.
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
English is, you can ask your questions in French.
In French, yeah.
And I can, give you an answer in English.
Okay.
You can also ask in English, the one that is much more easy for you, the one you think is
Yeah.
better for you. So.
Okay, that's good. Sometimes I will try to speak in English, and sometimes if it's difficult, I will speak.
You go in French, no problem, no problem.
Okay,
no
that's
problem.
good.
Yeah, actually, my name is Dwayne Ude, president of the Cameroonian Association in Luxembourg, CAMFIL. And this is an association that have been around for close to 9 years, and I've been president in this association for 6 years. And our association is based on helping Cameroonians that are just coming from Cameroon to Europe, to integrate them, let them know how it is living in Europe, how to adapt to the European way of life. And also we also give help on Cameroonians that need help. For example, those who are really desperate in need, have problems with their papers, having problems, let's say they are sick and they don't have any help.
Yeah.
We are always there to give them help. And we also promote the culture of Cameroon, letting Europeans know about our culture, know about Cameroon, how Cameroon looks like, and our way of life, actually.
Yeah, so I met you last time at the festival.
At the festival, immigration festival.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
And we have some condition to be a member of
CAMFIL. No. As a Cameroonian, you're free.
Not only for English people.
It's not for no. That's a mistake. That
yes, because many people think that CAMFIL is
just for English. No. CAMFIL is not just for English people. Firstly, CAMFIL has been existing, as I said before, has been existing in Luxembourg for 9 years.
Okay.
And in CAMFIL we have about 5 to 6 francophones, francophones Cameroonians that they are member in CAMFIL.
Okay.
You understand? So I just want to clear the air that CAMFIL is not just for English speaking Cameroonians. It's also for French speaking. In short, it's for Cameroonians.
All Cameroonians. Okay, that's good. That's good. So in Luxembourg, have you done some realization, or will you have some project that you work on it, or?
CAMFIL has been existing for 9 years, and we have so much project that we have done in Luxembourg, and not just in Luxembourg, also back in Cameroon. In Cameroon, we base on helping underprivileged children, especially those that are that are unable to go to school, that children that comes from a very poor family that need help. We stand there to help them. That's exactly what we are doing in Cameroon. But in Luxembourg, our project, as I explained to you before, is helping to integrate Cameroonians and actually promote Cameroonian culture to the Europeans.
Okay. And I never see the CAMFIL to realize some party, like others association, to get some
people together.
Yeah. Why you don't organize a party like other associations? Or it's not.
No. Then I believe that you don't know much about CAMFIL.
Yes.
If I may ask you, how long do you hear about CAMFIL?
Well, since 2011.
2011.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can say it's about 6 years ago.
Yes.
But CAMFIL has been existing, as I told you, 9 years ago.
Yeah.
And 2009, 2009, we had a very, very, very big cultural week that everybody was invited. It was in Rue de Strasbourg in Luxembourg. It was a very big party. For us, party is not just going around, sitting, drinking, dancing, and going back. Party is like starting to bring everybody together and talk to them and get more ideas about what they think about our association. And CAMFIL realized that so much in 2009. I'll repeat it, 2009. And we also had a party in 2010. In 2012, we also had another party in CAMFIL.
Okay.
Maybe you were not invited, so I'll try that next party.
Yes,
you should be invited, so at least you should know what CAMFIL is doing.
Okay, that's good.
If you look well, CAMFIL has been existing, as I said before, 9 years ago, or 9.5 years ago, before the creation of Tamelik. Okay, so if you guys, you want to create an association, and you know that there is one Cameroonian association already existing, what should you guys do if you consider it a Cameroonian association? You come together and say, oh, this is a Cameroonian association. You guys will come and, merge with us so that we can have much more better, plan, see how we can make the association much more bigger. We can create a new government for that association and see how we can carry it, further. But you can't come in an association that is already existing, CAMFIL already existing, and you create another association and you say that this association is for English Cameroonians, and you create another association and say this one is for French Cameroonians. So you see, you promote division.
Yes.
You are promoting division. Okay, this is for English Cameroonians. Okay, let's French Cameroonian create their own. So you create your own like a French Cameroonian. So you guys actually promote division.
Yeah, I understand.
You understand? So there is no problem as we are concerned. CAMFIL has been existing, and CAMFIL will always exist. We do our job. We promote culture. We help people that are desperately in need, and things like that. We promote Cameroonian culture. So if Tamelik is coming and Tamelik really want to be part of us, Tamelik could have come and say, hey, we are also Cameroonians. We believe that we have to be part of this association. Let's try to, form a better association or a better government that can help the association.
So you are ready to realize some project with Tamelik?
It depends on the project. It depends on the project because maybe they can have an idea, they can have a project that that's not part of our goal. If they come up with a project that is our goal, we will be willing to work with them.
Okay.
Anyway, first of all, let me clarify this. Anglophones are not we don't have problems with French Cameroonians. Anglophones don't have problems with Francophones. This is not a problem between Anglophone and Francophones. Far from it. That is not the issue. That is not the issue. If we as Cameroonians, if we know our history, we know the history of Cameroon, then we'll realize that we are not just Anglophones. We are a people. You understand? If you take... Anyway, before I want to come to this, it's better for me to analyze the history of Cameroon a little bit back, because there are many people that don't, many. Excuse me to say this, I have some, Francophones, friends, very good friends, but they don't know nothing about the history in Cameroon. That's why they will adapt to what their president said. The word President Biya is saying that Cameroon is one and indivisible. Why? I don't blame them because they don't know the history of Cameroon. If you know well the history of Cameroon, you realize that Cameroon is two different countries that come together. I will take you back in the days of independence. French Cameroon, La République de Cameroon, had their independence, I think it's 1st January 1960, if I'm right. And English Cameroonians, that means British Southern Cameroon, had their independence 1961, I think it's 1st of October 1961. Okay, so you realize that we, before coming to meet Cameroon, we're already having our government. We have a prime minister. We have ministers of everything. It was a good functioning state. Many Cameroonians don't know that. It was a good functioning state with everything. Third road, well organized. It was one of the best. Actually, Aidjo, when he visited English Cameroon, he went to the presidential palace of English Cameroon in Boya. He was so shocked. By then, his presidential palace wasn't like that in Cameroon, in English Cameroon. He was so shocked to realize that Anglophones were so organized and they are advancing. You understand? So I want to clear the air, let the people understand that, the problem is not between Anglophones and Francophones. The problem is the bad governance. It's a bad government. You understand? And the government that choose to ignore, how can I put this? A government that choose to enslave the Anglophones. Why I say enslaved? Because imagine that you are living in a country that you call it your country. Okay? And you don't feel safe. You don't feel welcome. You feel like a second-class citizen in that country. So they make you to realize that that country is not part of you. So you don't have to be part of a country that don't want to be part of you.
Yeah. Okay. So you think that people who live, for example, in Bafoussam are better than people that will live in Bamenda, for example?
As I said to you, firstly, I will tell you that Cameroon is a mess.
Yeah.
Sorry to use that word, but Cameroon is a mess. When I tell you mess in governance, mess in infrastructure, mess in everything. If you compare other countries around, you realize that Cameroon is 10 years or even 100 years backward as infrastructure is concerned. You know, because up to now in Cameroon, there's no functioning, you know, highway, autoroute in French. There's none.
Yeah.
Okay, after 55 years or something of independence, there's none. Okay, people in Bafoussam might have their problem.
Yeah.
People in Littoral, in Central, in Far North, they can have their problems. But I would not like us to, you know, take the Anglophone problem as if it's one of the problem in Littoral, Bafoussam, in Yaoundé. No, it's not one of the problem. Anglophones, they were having a functioning state.
So the problem is at the fusion of the two states?
Yes, because I'll analyze that more. Anglophones, I would not want to use this word Anglophones because they are Francophones now that are already Anglophones.
Yeah.
I have cousins that are from the other part. They are now Francophones. They speak French.
Yeah.
I would not like to use this word Francophone or Anglophone. I would like to use this word Southern Cameroon.
Yeah.
Okay, and East Cameroon. You realize that before Southern Cameroons come to be part of East Cameroon, Southern Cameroon was a state functioning very, very well. They had everything. They had good governance. We protest, we go and protest. When there's something that is not in our favor, that we don't like, we go on the street, we protest, we shout, we sing, we say we don't want this. And no police will come out there to beat you, to kick you, to rape you, to you know, to force you to do horrible things. None. You know. So the problem, as I tell you, we should not take the problem in Bamenda or in Iboya or the problem in Southern Cameroon to compare with the problem in Bafoussam, because I want to ask you a simple question. If you get married to your wife, if you want to get married to your wife, your wife brings her car, she brings every nice thing when you people get married. You people didn't get married actually, because the relationship between Southern Cameroon and La République de Cameroon is not a legalized marriage. They don't have any official document proving that they come together. They just decide to come together because they consider themselves as brothers. So even in United Nations, they don't have any official document that proves, you know, show the legality of their union. They don't have it. Okay. So what I'm saying is, this part of Cameroon, they were functioning very well. They had everything. They had everything. You understand? Then they decide to, you know, in the plebiscite, they decide to join French Cameroon because they consider them as their brothers. You know, they were still in their world. They believe that, you know, the Cameroon in those days of the Germans are still the same Cameroon that they left behind when they actually separated them. You know, so they decide to join them. But when they joined them, they came with so many nice things. Good governance. They have an agreement like, oh, this a marriage, this union have to be like this, you have to be like this, you have to be like this, you have to be like that. And the president back then, Amadou Ahidjo, he accepted the union. Oh yeah, he accepted the union. You understand? And we formed, it was two federal states, the English part and the French part. We, the English, were practicing our common law, we practice our own English system of education, we have our own culture that we're practicing, and we liked it.
And why you decide at one moment to say, okay, we'll be one and not federal?
Okay, no, because we asked for federation.
Yeah.
We asked for federation. As I was explaining, let me explain to you. I want to put it on you for you to realize it. You You understand? As I said before, you have your wife and you got married, and before you didn't got married, you guys were not married, but you decide to live together. That's the word I can use. You decide to live together. So when you guys were living together, your wife brought so many nice things. Your wife brought all the things that you guys need for your union. And you start maltreating your wife. You beat your wife. You insult your wife. You do all sort of horrible things towards your wife. And your wife said, "Oh, I don't want this marriage again." See, when I came into this marriage, I brought my nice car, I brought my house, I brought money, and you destroy this car, you destroy the money, you use the money, you waste the money, you destroy my house, and now I don't want this union again. But before your wife start telling you that she don't want the union, she told you that, okay, we can decide. You have your own things to do with your money, you organize yourself, you do everything yourself, and I do mine also. I organize my money, I do everything on my own part. You do yours on your part. And you say, no, you must stay in this union, not marriage, because it's not marriage, you don't have a document. You say, you must stay in this union, you are not going anywhere. Okay, you are La République du Cameroon, and your wife is Southern Cameroon. You understand? Your wife says, look how the problem started in Southern Cameroon. Firstly, the Anglophones, this day we realize that it's a day that our rights were, stolen from us. Our rights were taken from us. So we decide that this day we are done with it. We are done with this day. I cannot celebrate reunification or unification day with a government that don't even want to acknowledge the reunification. Look Cameroon. Before Cameroon flag was green, red, yellow with 2 stars on the green part, showing that Cameroon is 2 Cameroon. And the government took one of the star out and take the star on the green part and put it on the red part and change the name from Cameroon from United Republic of Cameroon to Republic of Cameroon. So you make the Anglophones to think that they are not existing. So there are something that if the government wants to solve this problem, please, the government have to call first of all, release all the leaders, all the Anglophone that you arrested because they were fighting for their right. And Cameroon, as you can see, Cameroon is a country that talk about freedom of speech, but there's no freedom after speech. As you talk, maybe you're out there, you are gone. Me talking now like this, if I was in Cameroon, after finish talking, I will not be able to step out because they'll arrest you just because you have, you just say what you think is right. You understand? So if the government want to solve this, is first of all, try to stop their brutality towards the Anglophones. Stop the killing. Stop the arresting, because up to now, the police, gendarmes and armies, they still break into the house of Anglophones in Bamenda, in Boya, in Moyoka, in Mutengene. They still break into their house in the night and pull them out, put them in prison. And the commissioner, the police people and everything, they use that now like an opportunity to catch the Anglophones, lock them in prison and tell them, oh, give 200,000 CFA to release you. So they are making money like that on Anglophones. You push them on the wall, you make them to say, okay, we are done with the union, we are done with the reunification, we don't want to be part of it again. It's because of this attitude of the government. If the government wants to solve this, really, they should change their techniques and try to call these people on a round table, dialogue like equals, because they didn't capture Southern Cameroon. Southern Cameroon voted willingly to be part of them.
So yes, that's really, it's very long subject.
Yes.
I think we will do many
more to talk about it. Actually, Southern Cameroon exists. Southern Cameroon is like the Republic of Amazonia. It's another name of Southern Cameroon.
Okay.
You guys acknowledge that Anglophones exist and Southern Cameroon exists, not so? Okay. So Southern Cameroon is Amazonia.
Southern Cameroon is Amazonia, and who gives the name?
The name. Who give the name? We decide. We choose that name, and the name comes from Ambas Bay. I don't know if you know Ambas Bay. It's in the southwest. Okay. We decide to, the name comes from there. Up to now, you realize that. The government is not going the right way. The government is not trying to, to call these Anglophone leaders, talk to them, and look for a genuine solution into this matter. Apart from Impo, you realize that close to 65 or 70% of the natural resources of Cameroon come from the English part of Cameroon. Are you aware of that?
Yes.
Okay. So if it happens now that English Cameroonians gain their independence,
so you think that
just a moment, if it happens that English Cameroonians get their independence, I don't think finance will be an issue for them because they are blessed. They have natural resources. They have everything. And when we talk about resources, it's not just natural resources. We also have high talented intellectuals in southern Cameroon.
But why you have natural resources and you have many problems?
It's because of the mismanagement of the government. Because if you look Cameroon, actually, if you look well, you realize that the government has been planning this for a very long time. It's not now.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this. If you look, the resources come from the English part of Cameroon. We talk about oil, petrol. Go back and look where the petrol is coming from, the oil is coming from in Lebialem. Those people, they don't have road to go to their area. Let's try to be sincere. Put yourself in the shoe of those people. You are there. Every day, people come and take petrol from your area, from your land and go with it. But you don't even have roads to your province. You don't have road there.
No.
You understand? That's one of the mismanagement. Then another issue, you take oil. We have refinery of the oil in Limbe, but they don't pay the tax in Limbe. They pay the tax in Douala. Why? Actually, Limbe is one of the poorest council. Let me use this word in French. The poorest commune in the world. You know why? Because of the mismanagement of the government. Why? Limbe, that's where they do refinery. You need to be like a rich commune, like other communes we see that have oil.
Yeah.
Especially in Europe, in the world, in Middle East, all the communes that do refinery, that produce oil, they are one of the richest communes in the country. But Limbe is one of the poorest. It's one of the poorest. The government, the taxes they pay in Douala.
No.
So you just ignore the anglophones. You make them to feel as if that country is not their country. That is really, really bad. Take, for example, look in Bamenda also. There are certain tax in the treasuries that they pay in Bafoussam, not in Bamenda treasury. Actually, Bamenda they don't have treasury in the northwest. They don't have treasury in the northwest. Their treasury in the northwest is in Bafoussam.
Yeah.
Treasury in the southwest is in Douala. How comes? How comes? This is really, really, really nonsense. For the government to sort out this issue is to call the anglophone leaders on the table and dialogue.
Okay.
Because what they are doing is not dialogue. Coming into a conference room for a dialogue that you already have, your plans. You already have, your facts that you want to force it on the other party. That's not dialogue. You need to come down to the table and talk with them. Let them tell you their grievances. Tell you what they want from you. Then you as a government that represent everybody, that represent the people, talk to the people and see if you can iron out this. The problem is not arresting anglophones, putting in jail, beating them, raping their women, breaking their homes at night and abducting them, carrying them to Konengi. What have those guys done? Tell me. You pick up people from Bamenda, instead to join them in Bamenda, you carry them to Konengi to join them in Yaoundé. Yeah. How on earth? Have somebody committed a crime in Yaoundé and they carry the person to Bamenda to judge the person in Bamenda?
No.
So you make the people think that, this country, so these guys, they are against us. We should not be part of this country. So if the government really want to dialogue, I even think that dialogue now, they really have to offer a note.
Yeah. And about the school for now, it's a problem that children
don't go to school.
Yeah, it's a problem or not? It's a problem.
Problem, it depends how you look at it. Problem in the sense that our children don't go to school is problem.
Yeah.
I have some simple facts to you.
Yeah.
For example, look, Nigeria. If you remember well, there were like a strike in Nigeria that their school stayed for 3 years without, functioning.
Yeah.
For 3 years. And today, Nigeria have one of the best functioning university in the whole of West Africa, in the whole of Africa even.
Yeah.
Nigeria have advanced so much in democracy, infrastructure, and everything. Okay, so 3 years. That's one example. Ghana, the same. Ghana stayed for many years without going to school because they were struggling to sort out their issues to make their country a better one. We cannot keep on going to school while we are still slaves. Keep on going to school. Yeah, I myself, I have degree. What am I doing with it? I'm here working in Europe, something that got nothing to do even with my degree.
Yeah, yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So the problem is not go to school, then have the diploma you put in the pocket, and the next day you are Okada. You drive Okada on the street.
Yeah.
Because most anglophone, go to my town, Bamenda. You look, all those guys driving Okada, taxi drivers, selling along the street. Talk to them, you realize that they are graduates.
Yeah.
They have bachelors, they have masters, they have doctorates, but no job, nothing. They still stay in their house with their mother. Their mother give them 100 to go and buy something. The girls, their mother remove breastwear and take the breastwear and use. Why? But they are educated. Their mother spend to them. It's like your father spend on you when you are a kid, and when you become matured, that you're supposed to take care of your parents. They are still spending on you. So it's better the children, they stay in the house for even as long as it can take.
Yeah.
As long as it can take, until this trouble or this problem is, ironed out rightly, so we can guarantee the future of the children. Because without guaranteeing the future of these children, we are mortgaging their future. We don't need to mortgage their future for La Republique, for the government of La Republique. We don't need to do that.
So
yeah. That's a very good idea, but it depends on the francophones. Because if for example you realize that where you are is not better enough, you have to stand up and fight. We anglophones, we were taught to always fight for our right.
yeah.
We have never been passive in Cameroon. If you look well, during the days of the multipartism in the 90s, you understand? Cameroon was a single unitary party. They have just one party, and when anglophones were talking about multipartism, what happened? The government responded with killing the anglophones, arresting them, killing many of them, beating them, and finally, when the government were actually forced to grant multipartism in Cameroon, today the francophones are profiting also. They also have multipartism all everywhere. They can even talk well, but they forget to understand it's the anglophones that fought for that for them.
Yeah.
The anglophone fought for that. So now that we are talking about the problem, they need to stand up. We don't have to come and tell them, hey, you guys, stand up. They need to feel their pain and stand up. Like we stood up because we had enough. It's here.
Yeah.
We had enough. Educated graduates, no job, nothing, no infrastructure. Actually, when I was born, my area where I lived, it was bad. It was a very nice area. But if you go back there now, gone, nothing, no roads, nothing. So it's not development. If francophones, they realize that where they are is not good enough, then they need to stand up like us and do something.
Okay, so we will end on this nice idea that francophones should also think about joining the cause of anglophone.
Yeah.
Yes, so for this part, I thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.